So my name is Dave Supp, and I am the Chief Digital Officer at EAG. I've been at EAG for about 3.5 years, and have had decades of industry experience prior to my tenure at EAG. EAG is a consulting services, IT outsourcing, and back office outsourcing firm who's been serving midstream and upstream clients since 2003. We're proud to be the most referred firm in the industry with a client rehire rate of 81%. And we've recently launched our very first product, EAG Foundations. So I've had a number of roles over my 3.5 years, but most recently we've started our own commercialization practice where we are building commercial products for our customers. It's the first time we're doing that at EAG, and we're very excited about this new service offering. So one of the things that we've noticed is around customers wanting better access to their data and the ability to self-serve when it comes to having access to data. We see that operators today, the types of employees they're hiring coming out of college expect to have that access. They expect to have the ability to analyze data themselves and not to have to do it the traditional way that I grew up with, which was you would go to IT, you would send them detailed specifications, they would come back with a canned report, and then you lived with it until you had the next opportunity to get in front of IT. That is where our new Foundations offering comes into place. So what Foundations is it's a couple of things. It's data warehouse as a service where EAG can host the data warehouse, provide all the connections to the common industry applications, and deliver that data to analysts from the operators, our clients, so they can perform their own analysis. It is also a set of standardized reports based on Power BI that we can deliver out of the gate in a turnkey approach, and operators can go from not having a modern analytics platform to having one in a matter of hours instead of the traditional months or sometimes years that it used to take. Sure, so let me talk for a moment about the Quorum Data Hub. The Quorum Data Hub is the foundation for what we build our Power BI reports on. We can actually have our reports pointed directly at the Data Hub without the need to add the additional complexity of a hosted warehouse. Working with Quorum, we had direct access to their experts, and we could explain to them what we were trying to accomplish, and they were able to then present that data in the Data Hub in a way that was easy for us to consume and present in our reports. They shared the same philosophy that we share at EAG, which is you should make the data accessible to your client. I've worked with a lot of vendors over my career, both as a consultant and in industry, and Quorum really has embraced this philosophy of making data available to their clients, not holding it hostage, and allowing citizen data scientists to have access to that information. So that common philosophy really was the basis for the partnership, and we were able to work together then towards that common goal. So we have clients today who are live on Foundations, and what they're experiencing, what I'm hearing from them is, number one, it really helps with overall data governance. It gives them a single source of truth. It gives them the ability to share reports that they believe in, that they have validated, and that they know are correct. I have clients who are using Foundations to share reports out in ways that I hadn't even anticipated. They're sharing reports to partners. Perhaps a partner or a working interest partner wants to see a version of the LOS that's tailored to them. They can securely share that report to those partners and have them self-serve as well and eliminate a lot of the manual processes they were performing in the past. So we have a lot of plans in the future for Foundations. Some of those plans involve enhancing the current back office reports by doing things like integrating to other industry tools like OpenInvoice, adding a spatial component so that you can visualize data against the backdrop of a map. But what I'm really excited about are introducing full new verticals, bringing in production accounting, bringing in full well lifecycle and more operational data into the platform. That's where we are working very closely with Quorum to understand how on-demand is evolving, what that means from a change to Data Hub and the underlying data model, and how we can get in front of that to take advantage of the new features and functions that Quorum's making available and make that resident in our data sets we're providing and reports, and also ensure that the changes that are coming as that product evolves do not break the reports.